In which segment of the figure is the magnitude of acceleration decreasing? This is a velocity over time graph. Something that you guys should know is that the area under the curve at different points, right, the integral will give you the change in position. But the derivative, right, the slopes at different points will give you the acceleration when we're dealing with a velocity over time graph. We're being asked about magnitude of acceleration decreasing. But guys, the key word here is magnitude. Magnitude is absolute value, right? If you have an acceleration of -1 meters per second squared, the magnitude is just 1 meters per second squared. So if let's say you have -1 meter per second squared, and then it goes to -2 meters per second squared. Yes, -1 decreased to -2, but the overall magnitude increased. The magnitude was 1 and it increased to 2, okay? So you're kind of looking at where does the slope become less steep. That's going to tell you where the magnitude is decreasing. Let's take a look, right? At number 2, your starting slope, it is kind of linear, right? The slope is just like the same like throughout. So that is not increasing or decreasing really in my opinion. Now, number 3, look, you started like this, right? Your slope started up like this, but as you go further along, the slope is kind of flattening out, right? You went from like this to this. So this magnitude, right? Let's say, this was like 3 meters per second squared. Now that the slope is less steep, this could be like 1 meters per second squared. These are just made up. I'm trying to show you that the magnitude decreased here, okay? Even though the overall acceleration is still positive. Now look at number 4, it says flattened out, so there's no increase or decrease. What about number 5? Number 5, it started like this. And as you go down, the slope goes like this, right? I'm just going to make up numbers here again. The acceleration here could be like -1 meters per second squared, but now it's more steep down here. This could be like -3 meters per second squared. And although the acceleration decreased, right, this is a deceleration, the magnitude went from 1 to 3. So 5 is not correct, 6, and over here it changes, but that's not part of the answer choices. So the best answer is going to be choice B.